Live. I might be live. I might be live. I'm not sure. Am I live? Am I live? Oh, I'm live. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm excited. I was sitting here because I'm avoiding the sun, but I'm gonna forward do. So I'm gonna do the whole day 19 for alcohol. But it's not as hot as yesterday, that's for sure. And it's a little early in the morning. I wanted to be out earlier, but we just get busy. I haven't even showered because I was like, I'm gonna get out here before I shower to make sure I'm out there earlier. But then we just got busy. And I didn't do breakfast or anything. We were just doing other things. It's always doing things. Okay, 20 push-ups here. Don't be 8, and I'm just getting back, you know. I'm like right on the crack here, so that's not. Okay. It's like slippery today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know if I was going down or whatever, but I'm just getting back, you guys. It's hard doing push-ups when you're just getting sober again. Oof. Give me my water. Hold on. Alright. Trying to get this workout done before it gets too hot out here, though, because yesterday was just like not good doing the workout when it was hot. Oof. Not pleasant. This feels better than yesterday, but it is starting to really creep up on the heat here. Already you can start to feel like early morning. It's really nice in Vegas. Well, during summer it can be hot even early morning. This is towards the end of summer, you know. But beginning of summer it can be hot all day long. But towards the end of summer, it's really nice in the mornings and pretty nice in the evenings. Once the sun starts coming up and there's no clouds, it can get pretty hot here in Vegas. Like even this mat's hot. All right, I'm gonna do 100 crunches in the middle, and then like 50 on each side. But I think I'm gonna need that towel because this mat got really hot. Actually, no. Put the towel on the mat. That got really hot now. Oof. Hot's getting out here already. Black mat's like it was in the sun already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 9, 61, 62, 63, 64, 6, 7, 68, 9, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Yeah. Ooh, that sun. Oof. Okay, then we're gonna do 50 this way, 50 this way. And then we'll do some nunchucks. I don't know how many nunchucks I'm gonna be able to do now that the sun's really intense again. Remember, I wanted to get out here earlier, but I just got busy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Oh, the sun went behind a cloud for a minute. Oh, that's nice. Stay. It's gonna move. Stay, cloud. It's like a tiny cloud. Not gonna last long. Here comes the sun again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 49, 50. All right. That was good. You know, I could work out a little more if it wasn't so dang hot out here too, though. It's really bad. Try to work out outside. Oof. Like, I'm gonna do nunchucks, so that'll be like about as much as you can take out here because it gets. I don't know how people run outside of Vegas. I think they're insane. Those people are insane. I used to run in an indoor track in Vegas. That is doable. It's to get the AC on. But outdoors, no, you're insane. You're insane. Okay, let's punch you guys this way. We're gonna do some nunchucks. Oh, Rich is coming. Nope. The camera angle. Let me get a sip of water here. And then I'm gonna do my nunchucks, and then I'm gonna pop a squat because it's getting hot. Here comes the sun.
What kind of water do you drink?
Arrowhead. Well, depends on where I am. In New York, I like Poland Spring. I don't know if they have it here, but here we drink Arrowhead. Well, we drink what's available. You know, I'll drink the Kroger spring water too, though. You know, any spring water. Spring water, though, is what I like. I don't like purified water because they take out the minerals. So I want spring water to get the minerals. All right, let me do some nunchucks before it gets too hot. I gotta go a little faster again.
You're doing good. You're doing better.
Ah,
Getting
same
stronger.
elbow. Yeah, I'm getting stronger, yeah. I was so weak for a minute. I was going so slow. Oof. Ooh, I had to get hot out here. You move your body and you get more exercise. Whew.
Get the blood flowing.
Yeah. Oh my god. Got my pastor size. Wear me out a little more. Good. It's going so slow for a minute. I think I can only like pass out for a second here. Okay, yeah, I better be done. That was good for today.
Yep.
I did it faster, so it made me a little bit more woozy.
Think of that.
With the heat.
Talks about like 1 minute abs or 7 minute abs or something.
I don't remember that one.
30-second workout.
Yeah, that's me. I know. I look at 30. It actually does make a difference, though, because I find when I don't do it, like I think, oh, that doesn't make a difference. That's when I say we don't really work out, because I think like something like that doesn't really work out. But then I realize I think it does make a difference. Like, in my overall, like how my body looks, really. I mean that amount of workout right there. I mean, I feel it right now. Like I feel my whole body's like.
I've found a couple of things this weekend. I'm going to share something with you.
Not like it.
As well.
What?
One of our viewers that we have known, she's one of the OGs. Her name is He-Man. Remember He-Man?
Yes.
He-Man. I did find out that He-Man mentioned in chat yesterday that she that her twin brothers died.
Oh no! Wow, He-Man's twin brothers. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people in our chat have lost a loved one, and it kind of makes sense because both me and Richard have lost a parent and a brother. So I feel that a lot of the people. It's funny too. The people that were hating on me early on, even like Randy, had lost. I think her mother. I think maybe even the same way I lost my mother, maybe. I can't remember. But
Randy?
What? Is that supposed to say it? Oh. Oops. I didn't know. Huh? Oh. What are you talking about? I don't know what he's trying to tell me something. I don't work well with I can't hear, so it's like, huh? I hope maybe I was, I don't know. Okay. I always say overshare. But anyways, yeah, a lot of people that come to our community have lost a loved one, but a lot of them are hating us, which I found weird because I'm like, I would think if you've lost a loved one, you would totally get us. Okay, if you've never lost like a very close one, I'm talking like your immediate family, like mom, dad, brother, sister, then you don't know what we're talking about. But the ones that have, then you're no longer normal. Like, yeah, crazy is what you are. I mean, especially when you drink. So, like what happened with Ruby this weekend, like that's totally behavior that I did when I was younger because my mom and brother, had died, and I just was angry and sad. And when I drank, it just came out so much. And if anyone said something, to instigate that, it just you're just a little bit out of control at the time because your emotions are out of control. Does that make sense? Because you've been traumatized. You lost someone that was very important to you, and people don't get it, and they want to judge people because like I always wanted to be like the person that turned out really normal after my mom died. Like, oh, I don't know why I thought that, because now I'm like, I wouldn't want that now when I think about it. I'm like, that would mean she wasn't that impactful, that her death, if I like totally didn't know, totally life went back to normal. But at first that's what I wanted. But now I'm like, I'm glad I went off the rails. That shows like how much I loved my mom. My sister tried to act like everything was fine. It's like, no, I mean, it's not fine. And so I'm okay with what happened, the way I took it. But at first I just wanted to fit back in society. That's like when I was in the Air Force when it first happened, So I went back, and I still had time left in the Air Force. I had like a whole nother year. So I didn't want everyone to know because I just wanted it to be treated normal. But I wasn't normal anymore. I mean, I no longer smiled. I would cry all the time and try not to be like, you're crying? I'm like, no, you're like, no. Or you just, I mean, everything would make me cry, like it was just terrible. And I was someone that never cried. Did you guys know that? Oh, you guys don't know this. I was someone that never cried before my mom died. Like, yeah, I wouldn't cry in movies. They used to be like, you have a black heart, Joy. I don't know, I wouldn't cry. My dad would be like, how do you not cry? And I would feel bad. I would try to make myself cry in a movie, and it was just like, I don't know. I never cried, ever. And I did when I was young, but at some point my parents got so mad at, you crying when you're young that, you stop that as a certain age, 3 or 4 or something. But after that, I never cried. And, till I was 20. And then when my mom died, it was like the floodgates of everything had opened. Because like the day my mom did die, oh dear. I can't even describe the crying on that day. Like, unless you've experienced it, like it's not like I couldn't breathe. It just went on for hours. Like you can't talk, you can't breathe. You just like suck. And I was just like balled up on my bed because I had found out in the car, which was the worst. And I'm like trying to drive back to my house. I felt like I need like windshield wipers to my eyes. I'm like, oh, I can't see. I'm like, oh. Trying to get home. I like run up. I live in these apartments. I like run up the stairs and like this just like obviously treacherous terror of like sobbing, where all the neighbors came over and like, is she okay? I would get up the stairs, and then my roommate's there, and he didn't know what was going on. I had just been at my boyfriend's house, so he thought I broke up with my boyfriend, and he thought I was just like being such a drama queen, or that my boyfriend broke up with me or something. And I just like wailed on my bed for like hours, and he just sat there. It was a male roommate. His name was Blake. He just sat there, and he just, the whole time he said he was like judging me. I think he said it was like, I think it was like 4 hours, I think was the time before I could tell him and what was going on. And all that time he had been thinking like, what a drama queen. And then when he found out what really happened, he felt so bad because his dad had died when he was young. So that he was like, oh. And then, so it was a really good person to have around because he had a similar thing. His dad had been a shrimp fisherman and died at sea when he was very young. So, but not too young, old enough to know his dad. I forget what age, and, probably 8 or 9, and yeah, it's, I think once you've lost a loved one, life just becomes different, so people are always like wanting me to go back to what they call like mainstream, like go get an office job. I'm like, once my mom died, I just no longer fit in those jobs. And I did it for a while. So my mom died in 2005, and I didn't stop doing like normal office work till 2012. So, I mean, I tried for many years to kind of like be normal, but it really sucked always like on holidays. I remember this one guy would just drive me insane. He would not remember. So it was my boss's dad, and he was older, he was like Gloria's age or something, and he should have been retired, but he wouldn't fully retire, so he would come in and he would always just bother everybody. But the son owned the real estate firm, and then the dad owned like a title company. But the dad, like, so they kind of worked together, and so very wealthy people, So he would forget in every like holiday, and especially like things like Mother's Day, because I worked there for a couple of years. He would come in and he would just like hound me about, did you call your mom on Mother's Day? Did you call her? And I should have just said yes, but I don't know. You just, so you just try to avoid it, you like, he gets busy and you don't answer. And then he's like, oh, no, you call your mom on Mother's Day. And like, I remember I would be like, oh, my mom passed or something. Then he'd be like, oh, I'm sorry then. And then for like every like thing, he'd be like, oh, are you going to see your mom or something? He would forget and just always be talking about things. And back then it was like hard for me. Like if someone would bring up stuff, like that's how fragile I was. It would be like, and you don't want to tell people. And then once you tell them, they act weird around you and stuff. So it was always like awkward. Like things like that, just little things that like shouldn't be a big deal, but like people just talking about things, or I don't know. And then like, I was always sad on days like, my mom's anniversary, of her death or birthday, or my brother's, or even like on my birthday, you know, because or holidays. So it's just, I'm more like somber on those days. Everyone else is like, you know, usually happy on these days. So you just start to not fit in with normal people anymore, you know. And I get a lot of crap because my name's Joy. So I used to be happy, but once my mom and brother died, like I wasn't anymore, and people were like, "Oh, that's a bad name for you," and you're like, "Ah, go F yourselves." If you only knew. But I don't know. You just kind of get irritated with people's attitude. I remember too, like people giving me attitude on the day my mom died, like at a store, like because I don't know, I was like not paying attention or something, you know, in line, and you're taking too long, and I remember thinking like, it's so bad that I do that to someone because you have no idea what someone's going through. You know what I mean? And you're like, would you hurry up? And you're like, my mom just died. Would you back off? You know what I mean? You're just like, leave me alone. You know, it's just like, your brain kind of shuts off. So you can't deal with like, so you're kind of like, I remember just being like a zombie for at least the first year, you know, if not longer. But, yeah. So I do feel this channel brings a lot of people that have lost loved ones because, you like people that have lost loved ones know what I'm talking about, but people that don't, they don't get it. And so I think the more that, not saying that it's great that you experience a tragedy, but by experiencing a tragedy, it makes you hopefully nicer to others. That's what I was trying to say. It's kind of weird when people are hating, and I was the same way. But I think we also get angry when our loved ones die, so we do get hateful, you know. But we should be nicer because we don't know what that other person has experienced, you know. And now as I realize a lot of these people that are hating on me and the ones that I was even hating on them, we've all lost loved ones. And it's like, we should all come together, not be hating on each other, you know. And so, honestly, when I found out this weekend, Ruby, that she had lost a brother, I thought, oh gosh, I felt bad for ever hating on her. Not that it'd be okay if I was hating on her that she didn't, but then I was like, felt even worse, if that makes sense. So I was like, I know she did some crazy things this weekend, but I'm not gonna ever hate on her again. I like her and I like Ava. I do. I know Ruby never really hated on me, but Ava used to. But Ruby just kind of defended Ava. It's kind of why I got mad at Ruby a couple times. But now I think it's better if people kind of get along. I don't know. This whole thing is just everybody hating on everybody. It's like, you know, we've all done our bad things. We've all hurt each other's feelings, and you know, you apologize and you move on. You know, instead of just lingering in the past. It's almost like when we keep bringing up, everyone's like, well, you did this from way back. It's like, yeah, but what's going on now? Like, look at people's present life. It's easier to evaluate people on their present life than their past. Like, first you got to go find the footage of their past and then bring up how awful they were in the past. But you're like, yeah, but if you can't find current footage, then they're doing pretty good. You know what I mean? And if there is current footage, well, they had a little step up, you know, and everybody has a little, like, I'm sure I'm going to enjoy, you know, entertain everybody in New York if I drink something people are going to clip and, oh dear, look what Joy did. So I blame any sort of bad behavior like that on alcohol, with what happens in Vegas. That's what happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas, which doesn't really, that's not the truth anymore, especially if it's been filmed. But they don't even have that logo anymore. I think they have, this is how we Vegas now. There's a new one or something like that. Something like that. Because now you can't, that thing, because now everyone films everything. So that thing of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas doesn't, yeah. Because your buddies probably filmed it. But I'm starting to just be like, we need to all like be nicer on here and just realize we're all human and we all make mistakes and we're all mess ups on here. Probably if we're sitting here on social media, we're probably the most successful people on the planet, you know. Most successful people don't have time to be on social media. We're the ones that are like, you know, doing the best we can, or everybody that's on here, you know, and making the most of life. But I think we have a better life. I don't want to be one of those wealthy people. Richard would love to be, because he grew up wealthy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what, you're insane. But I don't. I really don't. I never have, and I've seen it, and I see those people, and they're not happy. They're not happy. I mean, my clients are not happy in New York. None of them are. No, they're miserable. I mean, they work every single day, pretty much, most of them. They never get any time off. And they live in tiny places in a really nice place, but like tiny places in a nice city, and they're never in their places. And most of them are single because it's almost hard to be married or have kids in Manhattan. It's more a single place. But also, like, the level they work, it's hard to keep a relationship. So it's not really like that great having all that money. People would think that money solves everything, or just makes, yeah, it makes some things easier, you know. Not struggling can be nice, you know. I know that. I've struggled pretty much my whole life. We're getting to where I'm not as much now by going to New York. But if I didn't go to New York, oh, we'd be eating top every day again. You know what I mean? But since, like, honestly, the pandemic gave this opportunity, but it also took away Vegas. So it's like one of those things, like, oh. But it's cool that I get to go to New York. I am excited to go, and I go in 4 days. I leave on Thursday, you guys. Thursday morning, like early morning. So last time you guys are gonna see me is Wednesday. You're not gonna see me Thursday at all. You'll probably see me Wednesday, and then maybe not again until Saturday. Rich is talking about. I don't know if that'll happen. He always says things like, "Oh, maybe wait a couple days to get there." It never happens with us. We get there, and I'm like, I want to block. He wants to make sure I don't say something stupid. So make sure, because if I end up, I feel like this is kind of my plan. I know it kind of seems like a silly plan, but I feel like, okay, because I've kind of hyped up this thing about maybe this being my last trip that I drink. So I feel like I'm probably not going to not drink, you know what I mean? As much as I'm enjoying my sobriety right now. So what my plan is to make it better, because I don't want to drink the whole trip, is the first day I don't have to work, but the second day I do already. So what I'm planning is the first night when I get in, because I'll get in the evening, but it's with the time change and the flying and everything. And me, I go to the airport like 9 hours early, you know. But I'm not going to be late this time to the airport. No way. Richard dropped me off 3 hours early here. Maybe 2.5. I might let him do 2.5. Probably 3 though. But I just sit there, then we just talk on the phone. I could be like with him, but I'm like, my wrist not making my flight. I'm like so crazy about that. Richard loves it in the sense that he's not flying with me because he hates it. We have to sit at the airport a lot of time. He's like, we didn't have to get here that or this or that. Well, but we maybe needed to. You never know that security. And I proved that right. What did I say was it? It was an hour 45? It was like an hour 45 minutes in New York. So if I ever change my numbers, now that I'm lying, I forget. Shit, that's not what she said last time. I forgot then. The story that was most recent to when it happened, the numbers would be the most accurate. Otherwise, I'm old, I forget. So I might change them a bit, not on purpose, and just forget. But yeah, I'm feeling really good today. It is day 19. Richard wrote day 19 yesterday, but today is day 19. And by the time I get to New York, it'll be 23. But, oh, yeah, so my plan is, I didn't even get to my plan. I had really good weed today. So if you guys are like, where is her brain? Which is actually putting me in a really good mood. I love this one. It's called MTF. You guys figure out what they want that to stand for. They don't even put what it stands for, just MTF. So, when I get there, I'm gonna drink. I already figured it out. Like, it's like when I arrive, like, I don't drink on the plane. I don't like to deal with that when you're traveling. So I'll drink when I get to New York, and then I'm hoping to maybe stop like within the first 2 days or something, because I know you guys are like, oh, that's crazy, that won't happen, but it's like one of these things. Like, I just kind of like. It's like my last little hurrah. Like I said, like, it's like this was a year thing of when I turned 40, and 40 was a significant year for me. But it didn't start when I was 40, but I mean, it started this as I turned 40, because it was November 2024 to, like I said, at latest will be November 2025 for my drinking little journey of craziness I did here. But November 18 is the anniversary of my mom's death. So November is always a crazy month for me. And I was in New York for her anniversary in 2024. And I might be this year. I don't know if it'll be the exact date. I'll be there in November, but I don't know if it'll be the exact date of her anniversary, because this depends on when I like when I'm there for that, but I'm not gonna like plan the trip if it doesn't make sense to go there and be like, I have to be there on my mom's anniversary. No, so not like that. But if it works out, it's kind of cool because that's where she's from, so it's kind of cool. But I really just don't want this whole trip to be me feeling sick, me having an upset stomach, me acting a fool, me worrying if I'm going to offend someone on blog. Because the longer I drink, the more kind of like angry like someone gets. Like I think I feel like this is everybody, but especially me. But I feel like everyone's first couple drinks, we're all kind of like jovial and nice, and then it's the next one's, and then with me being I'm an alcoholic, the longer time I drink. So like by the end of the trip, I was like not doing well because it was 2 weeks, you know what I mean? And I was getting angrier and more depressed and, hateful and very like just sick and not feeling well. Whereas if I just stop and just have my little, okay, there you go. There was your thing, Joy. You're 40. It's been 20 years your mom has been dead, and it was 20 years she was alive. It's kind of like now I'm kind of like transitioning past that. I'm kind of really moving on past my mom's death, because it's like it would be insane for me to keep really trudging in that when I've now been alive. She's been dead as long as she was alive for my life. So at some point, like, okay, if I wait till I'm 60 now I'm just trudging that up for like all these years when I only knew her for 20 years. I mean, even though it's my mom, it's still like there's a point where like when are you gonna kind of like move on with your life a bit, and I'll always be sad. That's my mom, and I have my major cry spells, certain things, certain songs that come, oh gosh, certain things, especially when I'm in New York. But to just be constantly just like still kind of a wreck after 20 years is like 20 years is a long time. It took me a long time. But 20 years and here we go. I finally am getting out of that, like, because I went down low, because I'd always kind of like been a very happy, kind of jovial person and really enjoyed life and enjoyed my jobs and enjoyed school and, loved my family and stuff. I struggled a bit with eating disorders from a very young age, but that was my only kind of thing that I struggled with. I didn't struggle with drugs or alcohol or, I was like a virgin in high school, and until I went in the Air Force and everything. And I'd never done any drug or alcohol. When I was in the Air Force, I was a virgin. I hadn't drank alcohol or done any drug. Only that, it was caffeine. They actually take away caffeine in basic training. It's interesting. I thought about that. So I was like, that actually really helps. And, I haven't drank caffeine now since 2018. So one thing I never cave in on, it's funny. I never am like, oh, let me just go get a Starbucks coffee. Once I quit caffeine, I'm like, I'm good. Because it took a long time. It took a year of being so insanely tired. I can't describe the tired after I quit caffeine, you guys. Like, that's actually kind of a little bit when I got more melancholy, to be honest. Because I would say when I was still doing caffeine, I was still bouncing off the walls. If you ever see old videos of me, like, prior to 2018, I had, like, boundless energy. I was like, whoa! Because I would drink coffee like an insane. Me and Richard would make like 10 pots of coffee a day, no problem. We had this Chemex, where it was where you put the grounds on top and then you pour just the hot water on it. We took that to the cave because that worked. It was glass, so we had to be careful not to break it on the rocks. So we kept it in the box when we weren't using it. But we had this glass. But that's what we did up in the cave because there's no electricity, right? So you just heat up the water on. We had a one of those Coleman propane little stove tops things, and so we'd have to buy propane. We'd have to buy 4 cans of propane a day at least. So it did get, you can't live fully for free anywhere. Everything costs money. So and then you have to buy all your supplies up there all the time. So, but it was much cheaper than living anywhere else. But you can only live 3.5 months, and we realized it's just not going to work. Can't live out here forever. It was fun though. We thought we would, We thought we would until we realized there's no way. It's just like people can't live outside these days. Not like that. Not like that. Not with like no like running water or like. But the biggest thing is the disposal of your feces. That becomes a big problem, and like that's what we have toilets and and sewers and all that stuff sewage for. Without that, life would be very bad for us because you think like seeing the amount of dog poo and animal poo we see. Imagine a human poo everywhere. People living outside. Oh dear, it's not good. So like things like that, you think. I mean, because we primarily, there was a little convenience store down there that we primarily pooed there. But if you're in the middle of the night, you gotta take a poop. You go outside, you're pooping outside. It gets smelly quick. It's just gross. Human poop, gross. But that became the biggest thing. We were like, what do we do with our poop? How do we dispose of our poop? Put in baggies and go take it to a trash can. So we started doing, but it's like gross. It's grosser than dogs. I think even dogs is gross. I'm like, I don't want a dog. I don't want to be picking up their poop all day. I always laugh in New York when you have these super wealthy people in like really nice clothes. I mean, their clothes are probably, more than our mortgage, each item. And then they're reaching down to pick up this disgusting poop. And I'm like, you chose to have a dog. That's why I have a bunny. Like, I have to scoop his poop out of his litter bin, but that's way better. And I don't know if you guys know what bunny poo is compared to dog poo. Oh, bunny poo is pleasant compared to dog poo. One thing, it's hard, so it's not like gooey. Unless something's wrong with him, then he gets a little gooey. But it should be hard, and they're little tiny pebbles. So, I mean, you can literally pick them up on your hand once because they harden. At first, they're soft. If he's having any issues, he had it before it was kind of gooey, and then that was something was wrong with him, so he fixed his diet there. But they should be hard little pebbles, and at first they're soft for a second, but then they harden, and that's all you, like, even if it's on the ground, you just pick it, you literally, even if you picked them up in your hand and you just wash your hands after, it's not a big deal because it doesn't stick to your hands. It's just like, you're flaky. But I just use the scooper for the litter bin. I don't use your hands at all. But you get the plastic poopy. Gross. And then people love dogs in Manhattan. It seems like such a pain in the ass because you live in condos there. I mean, there's no like backyards in Manhattan. So it's almost a little bit cruel unless you have a really big place to some of the dogs there because they're in really small places, some of them. And then they only get to go out, to use the restroom once in a while. But I guess everyone got dogs during the pandemic, so everybody's got dogs now. So many dogs in Manhattan. Everybody's walking the dogs. But they're very strict about picking up the poop there. Oh yeah, I got signs everywhere. If people think New York is dirty, oh, not anymore. Oh, not Manhattan anymore. It is clean now. Like they polish the trash cans, and they are so strict about people picking up their poop. Like, so you never see poop on the ground, like barely ever. Because they got signs everywhere, and people were like, "Oh, you better get that," they look it on you. They see somebody walking away from it, People are a little bit self-police there, very much, because they take pride in the, keeping their city nice and keeping it flowing, and there's so many people. So if you in some way abuse the city, they don't like that because you can't, or take more than you should in a sense because there's billions of people. So it is a community thing. So the people there are very community, I guess, I can't think of the right word for that, but they like to, like, they like to help the community. So they're always voting for things of like help the people that are less fortunate in New York for the most part, because the people with money know that you need everybody there to make the city work. You can't just have wealthy people. Then who's going to do all the jobs? There's crappy jobs. And you need things cheap like the subway, because the people have to come from Yonkers or the Bronx or somewhere further to work in Manhattan. So they cannot afford if the subway is more than like $2.95 or, you know. I mean, they raise it a little bit here and there, but it takes a long time for them to raise the subway tolls, because they know that there's people that's the only way they can survive is that subway price. And I'm sure they buy the pass or whatever, but still, you know, they have it at a certain rate. Whereas things like from the airport, they always raise that one a little more. Like it's $8.75, I think it is now. I can't even remember. It's $8.50 or $8.75 to take the air train, because they don't figure anyone that poor is taking the air train coming from the airport. You know what I mean? But then when they're taking the subway, they want to keep that really low. So that one they raise a little quicker. Some of the ones are like the LIR. But that one, they still try to keep that one lower for the people that take that into work, you know, that don't have a lot of money. But that's Long Island Railroad. But they try to keep the public transportation very affordable and the buses affordable for the people that have to get into the city to work. You can't take subway. I mean, you can't take taxis or Ubers or something when you don't have money. Those can be, in Manhattan, your Uber can be like $200 one way, you know, like depending, not necessarily in Manhattan, but if you were coming from like Yonkers, yeah, that would probably be like $200 to get to Manhattan. You know what I mean? At certain times. So you can't afford that every day to work one way. So they have to have a way to get in the city, but it takes a long time. Like, I mean, they're pretty efficient. Like, it takes like about 2 hours to get from the Bronx. That's efficient. Compared to like in Vegas, it takes you 2 hours to get anywhere basically on a bus here. It's the least efficient like public transportation system city. But in New York, like 2 hours is pretty efficient if you're getting from like, we went like from the edge of the Bronx to Manhattan. That's what we did. We stayed like at the edge of the Bronx, and it was about 2 hours. But it's like, because you think about it, it's like 2 hours. Like once we left Manhattan, we knew it would take us like 2 hours to get back to our hotel. I was like, ugh. So, and that's how people, you know, when they work in, could be further. And then some people drive, but they're making it so crazy in the city with all the tolls, and they don't want people parking anymore. So they're getting rid of a lot of the parking garages and making them other things, you know, for the city, whether it be a restaurant or a condo or something. Like make something else rather than just a parking garage. And they're adding all these tolls, so when you drive through the city, it's really expensive, because they don't want cars in the city. People are like, why do they do that? They don't want cars in the city. I mean, they would rather there be no cars in the city, and people just, and they have to have some, because you have to have a way for the wealthy people to get, you know, like shuttled around. They don't want to walk or take the subway. But other than that, they would like it to be like probably like you know, everyone's chauffeurs and your private, when you have your own driver. They'd rather be like that than anything else, you know. They don't, and then just like the buses and stuff. That's what like the high ups want. They don't want cars in the city, so it's getting harder and harder to drive into Manhattan. So one day Richard was like, "Do you think we should get you a car when you're there?" I'm like, "Are you guys?" Did you just ask me if I want a car in Manhattan? Like, that'd be the worst thing ever. One thing, you have to pay for parking the entire time you're there, and you have to find parking usually, unless they have it at your hotel, but your hotel would probably charge you. And then just like, I was like, that'd be the worst idea ever to have a car in Manhattan. Like, that's the beauty of going to Manhattan. You don't have to drive on it. And that's cool too. Like, if I do drink, you know, I'm not driving, I'm just walking. And I don't drink to where I'm stumbling around. If you guys see me really drunk, that just occurs in my room. Because that's when I've come back to my room and I'd be like, okay, now I can, you know, finish up my drinks, and then I get a little, ooh. But I'm smart enough to like not be that level when I'm outside. You know, that'd be dumb. I'm there by myself, you know. So I never am like walking around all, ooh. That would be very dangerous. So, and it would be embarrassing for me. You know, I don't like my hotel seeing me that way. You know, we're like stumbling. That would be ridiculous. So that never occurs. It's just when I get to my hotel, like when I like that one morning, I thought I had all this time before my flight, and so I drank like 2 beers before my flight, but they were like strong beers. They were like very strong beers, and they were the tall ones. I forget the name of them, but they had like a bear on them. There's something there, but I was so drunk. That was the drunkest I think I got in New York, was that morning. Oh my gosh. And I was like, oh dear, this is not good. And then that karaoke I did, oh my God. I watched it on the plane. Oh Lord. That's horrific. Ugh. Yeah, I really don't want to embarrass myself for this trip. So that's why I don't know. I could just not drink. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just not drink. It's an option. I'm day 19. I'll be day 23. I don't know. It's just like, I get irritated at myself that I even am considering drinking. But like I said, that's why I'm putting the kibosh on it at the end of the year, because I just can't keep up with this. Oh my God, it just drives me insane. It's like, just don't, you know, you just make it don't. And this, will I, won't I, will I, won't I, will I? So I definitely don't want to continue this, like, after this year. Like, cause I can't even handle, like, this with myself, like, going day 1 again, and day 2 again, and day 3 again, and all the withdrawals, and like, and also just fearing what I'm gonna do, because like I know I'm not gonna be totally out of control, because like I said, I drink pretty responsibly now, which you can never drink fully responsibly. It's such a joke when they say that, but you can, as you get older, drink a little more responsibly than you did when you're younger. I'm realizing, like, I'm like, okay, now I see what they're talking about. But you're still gonna do something stupid, you know. I mean, that you're gonna be like, oh, I shouldn't do that, you know. Like last trip, I wish I didn't, you know, yell at people and offend Ruby and offend a lot of other people. And now I'm like, I just really hope, because right now I know I won't do that. But like once I start drinking, you go like, what will I do? And that's that unknown I don't like. I don't like that. So that's why I don't want to keep putting myself through that, because it's like I'm putting myself through it. So it's like I'm putting myself through all this torture and terror of like, people think I have to drink in New York. I don't. I just have been drinking in New York. I don't have to. I can do it. I've done it without drinking in New York. I've been on trips without drinking in New York, and I lived in New York without drinking. We didn't drink in New York. I don't know if you guys know that. We didn't drink in New York. I started eating bad food. I didn't drink ever in New York when we lived there. This is like my first time ever drinking in New York was November 2024. That was the first time I ever had any drink in New York. And then I was like, oh, it's kind of fun drinking in New York. And then I was like, oh, this is bad. This is the last thing I need to have, like, fun drinking, because I'm an alcoholic. Because normally drinking just becomes complete terror, but in New York it's only a little bit of terror, which is not good for me. Because I know that the longer I do it, the more it will, like, something bad would happen in New York if I continued this cycle. So that's why I'm not stupid. I'm not always the smartest, but I'm not stupid either, where I'm not gonna risk it like each trip, because eventually something bad would happen. And I don't foresee something bad happening this time, because I just like this trip, because I don't foresee something bad happening this trip, because knock on wood, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm just in a different mindset than I've been any other trip. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like, I just really feel like a real maturity. Each day, like, I'm just feeling more mature than the day before, which is new for me. Because I was mature when I was younger, but then there became a point that I think once my mom died, I probably became a little childish because I didn't really have a parent. So I don't know. And then, Richard was older than me, so I always kind of got to be a little bit childish because I was younger, And for a while, I did get to kind of be like a little bit bratty in a sense. But then once we moved in here, and I started like taking care of Gloria and Annette, it was like I needed to like be more of an adult, and not like, even though I'm still the youngest, it's like I'm not a child, and I can't act like a child anymore. So I think when I first got here, I was still acting like a child, and really looking to Gloria as like the mom, and she still is the mom, and now we've kind of taken over the role of like, let's take care of Gloria instead of like wanting Gloria to kind of like mother us. You know, we need to like mother her. So like Richard's doing all the cooking now, and we're doing all the cleaning. I know the stove hasn't been cleaned. I gotta do that probably before I leave. But so bad. I don't like doing the stove, but I always I need to just do it. Just lift it. Problem is, it's always hot when I'm cleaning because it's like someone's been using it. So what you have to do is you have to lift those grills, but it has to cool down, and then you have to clean under. So that's why it doesn't get done very often because it's almost always being used. So if people say, because I'll clean the kitchen, but I don't, because all this oil gets down in there. But those things can't be hot as you remove them. They're these, huge, and they're really heavy, and you have to be careful. You can hurt yourself with them if you drop them because they're massive. They're like grills. You lift out of there, and if they're hot in any way, you can't lift them at all. They get really hot. It's really hot. It's hotter than the pan. I mean, it's the grill that has a flame coming through. So, I need to get that done before I leave. But I'm doing laundry right now. I think today I'm gonna try to put in my last pair of shoes to make sure they fit in that bag and kind of like work my bag to make sure everything is fully fitting because it's only 4 days. And I'm washing my last things that I want to put in my bag. Oh, I could probably start putting in some of my bras and stuff. Oh yeah, I need to do that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Start packing so I'm washing my bras, but I have bras that I like the best, and then I have bras I don't like the best. So I wear the ones I don't like the best the rest of the time here, and pack the ones I like the best. If that makes sense. So that's what I start doing. And like I said, with the underwear, I'll start wearing my crappier underwear here, and then because I'm not gonna bring all. I have like 6 bras. I bring like 3 bras. I bring like a red bra, a black bra, and a white bra. I figure that's enough. Yeah, cover your bases there. But I actually have I might bring 4 this time. Yeah, 1 more. Someone sent me a bra for a gift. It has little flowers. I haven't worn it yet. So 4 bras, and then however many I bring like tons of thongs, but. See, I'm starting to think about New York. Sorry. All right. I forgot. I almost forgot I had to pack my bras and panties. So I was like, oh dear. It would have sucked if I got to New York without that stuff. Because I was thinking my suitcase was all packed. But I don't have any of my bra and panties in there. I don't know. I just started panicking again. It was like 4 days out. I go, oh dear. As if I'm going to forget. I'm so weird. So OCD. But I had forgotten all about packing those. Because I kind of thought my suitcase was already like set. Because I was thinking just my other bag. But that's in my suitcase. I didn't put those in there. I'll get that in there today before I have a panic attack. But I'm washing one of them. So I air dry my bras. Oh gosh, I hope no one's putting that in the dryer. I'll be so mad. They put that in the dryer. Oh dear. I hope not. It like rarely does anyone ever touch the laundry, but it'll be like the one time I don't want someone to, they will. I'll be like, no. You shouldn't dry your bras. It really ruins them. I air dry those. I wash them and I air dry them. Which I wash them in New York just in the sink. I do wash my clothes in the sink in New York. If a place doesn't have laundry, which they won't this time, none of them will. Sometimes I've stayed at places. It's rare. Very rare. Very rare to have laundry. But when they do, that's like the best trip ever. But when there isn't laundry, then I wash them in the sink with like soap, Because after a while, stuff starts to get, especially like my pajamas get really smelly. From like, cause I end up like sweating at night because the blankets are so warm in New York, And also, I think it's with the alcohol and sugar. I get like night sweats sometimes, where with the cold sweats, where you're like hot, cold sweating. But then when I wake up, my pajamas are all wet and stinky. I have to put them in the sink or the bathtub, whatever. And clean them, and then hang them outside. All these things starting to dry, but in New York, things don't dry as well. Here, things dry great because those are. But there, it's I like clothes all over my room sometimes. But I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm gonna miss everybody. I really am. Me and Richard have been really kind of appreciating each other's time. It's the last couple of days, being like, oh, we live X amount of days together, so doing a lot of cuddling and spending time together. And it's kind of good in a sense that I go because it makes us appreciate our time. Like right before I leave, we always really appreciate our time together. And right when I get back, and then towards the middle of when I need to start getting back to our regular ways where you just do your own thing. But when you first, see your loved one again, like, it makes you really appreciate them. And when I'm gone, I really miss them, you guys. Like, I really do. People always, and even Richard sometimes thinks that I would stay in New York. I'm like, you guys are out of your mind. I would never, no. I would never leave my family. I mean, I like New York, but I wouldn't leave them for New York for anybody. Like, no. I want to come back here. But I do enjoy that I get to go to New York, if that makes sense. I go there for 2 weeks, and then I want to come home, And even though I was only home for 3 weeks total, I still enjoyed those 3 weeks being home, and I don't mind going back because like those 3 weeks have been really nice being home. But if I was in New York this entire time, for one thing, I'd be probably massive trouble of like not feeling well. You know what I mean? Like just like, and of drinking. You know what I mean? Like of like trouble with my body. Like we're just like not feeling good. You know what I mean? Like I can't imagine because I probably wouldn't have stopped drinking there. So it would be a lot of drinking. So I would just be like, my body would not be doing well. I would not be, like my body started shutting down a bit. So I know even at the 2 weeks, as I said, I don't want to do that again this trip because when I came home, like I was not feeling well. And I was starting to like, my body was shutting down where I was getting sicker because the problem with me when I drink is I tend to not eat. And it's not intentional. I just forget. I just drink. I'm just like that much of an alcoholic that I'm like, I forget and then I'll like pass out and then I'm like, I never ate today or something. And all I did was drink this terrible poison, So if you imagine 2 weeks, I mean, I do eat. It's not that I don't, but it's like I'm not eating my regular nutrition, I'm just drinking poison instead of nutrition. I'm getting the calories, so I did gain weight when I'm there because, all the sugar calories and all the alcohol calories, but it's bad calories. So by the time I get home, I'm just like a wreck, you know what I mean? Like my body is just like, oof, like my skin gets bad, my hair gets bad, I don't feel well, I'm like, I have like headaches, my stomach hurts, and I'm just a mess. So I can only imagine. So it feels good now, day 19. I'm feeling really good again. But yeah, unfortunately going back. But I think this time, like I said, I'm just going to have my little raw and then get back to business and stop the drinking. Because I don't really like it. I don't like it being a part of my life. I don't like being a drunk. That's not something that I'm trying to be. I'm like, I just want to be this drunk that can never stay sober. That's not what I want. So what I want to be is sober. And I'm going to be sober. But like I said, I've given myself this little pass in a sense. And even Rich was like, just have fun, maybe the first couple of days, but then just really try to get sober and then you won't have to deal with all this when you get home. And I was like, yeah, I know, I think I feel the same way. It just would be so much easier. And I can do it. I have done it in New York too. I did stop drinking one of the trips in New York too. This was, which one? I forget which one now, but I didn't maybe stop drinking actually. No, I didn't stop drinking, but I started to get healthier towards it. But yeah, actually I didn't stop drinking. That's true. This would be the first one I have to stop drinking. But I have gone trips I didn't drink. So this is my 8th trip to Manhattan, and I drank on the November trip, but only a little bit. I drank on the January trip, a little bit, and then a lot on the March trip, and a lot on the June trip, and a lot on the July trip or August trip. So yeah, so those were I was drinking, and what I mean by a lot is like 4 to 6 ciders a day. That's a lot for me. Depending on, if I got those tall beers, maybe I did 2 of those, whatever the thing. But it's like something where, whatever it is, where I no longer drink anymore, I go, oof. But it's usually with me, because they sell these ciders in a 4-pack. Those I think are stronger, because those ones, oof, the local ones, those ones I had to watch out. But those ones, 4, I'm like, oof, 3 sheets to the wind, But those Angry Orchards, those ones seem to not be as strong, and those seem to just be too much sugar. Because I can drink a 6-pack of those and be not great, but still, functional enough. But So my stomach by the time is like, oh God, because 6 ciders. They say they put like 2 apples per drink. Like 12 apples. Yeah, whose stomach wouldn't hurt? It's ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Just drink those. Like, so it's just like, I can't be drinking those for 2 weeks. And want to be healthy on any level, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to kind of like finding a new path this trip, like going there, saying fine, enjoy, have your drink if you want, have your little cider if you want, you dine before all this time, and then work your way out of that, which is what I do. People think that some people do this thing where they avoid and they never do the thing and they think that's the best. I've done that too, but I'm someone that if I give myself a little freedom to do it, and then I'll get over it. I'll be like, all right, fine, I'm done with that. Because I'm not someone that really likes to be wasted or, unaware or knocked out in level, like when I drink alcohol, it scares me when I wake up and I don't remember what just happened, or like, whoa, how long have I been asleep? Things like that, or when did I go to sleep, because you're just like, I'll pass out like on my bed. I'm never outside. Like I said, it'll be like when I'm in my room and it's, I'm not working, and I'll be like, oh, it's all right if I fall asleep. But then when I wake up, it does disturb me. So I don't like things like that, So it's not the way I want to live my life. And, but I'm glad I went through this journey, because in the past I had just, kind of just put a wall up against it. But then it was always kind of like, I hadn't really worked through it. So now I've really, in this last year, it's going to be a full year, at the end of this journey. But I think this trip is going to be the last time I drink, but I'm saying worst case would be November. So it'll be November, that's it. That's I put I'm going to put that rule on myself. And I'm good about like sticking with my rules once I have them, You guys see, I'll do the all beef when I want to. But other times I don't feel like I have my rules, and it's my choice. So it's not always fully my choice in the sense of like, it's your choice where the other choice could be destructive to your family. That's not much of a choice kind of thing. You know what I mean? So that's how it used to be in the past, where it was like, yeah, you could choose to do it, but if you make that choice, you're gonna like destroy your family. Where this, it doesn't do it. Oh, hey, Trigger Man. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Get down tonight. Thank you, Trigger Man. I don't know what you done or what you said, but thank you. I look, you guys got my old earbuds. I have both still. We returned the other ones, but these were the ones that they kind of work. They work on and off. But we're using the phone. I normally use the purple earbuds to film right now for the stream. So I miss these little guys. They're fun, but I do like my new ones.
LCW, we miss you. Come back.
Did you guys see the thing that we filmed the other day? The LCW, huh?
Super chat.
Oh, what did he say?
He misses that we miss LCW.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell an LCW too that we miss LCW. Yeah, LCW, yeah, come back. Everybody stops hating on each other. But listen to this. Me and Richard were so silly sometimes. So I don't know if you guys saw this when we went to play pinball. The pinball is right next to where we got married. It's called Little Church of the West, and we decided to walk over there. And we're walking around the church, and then all of a sudden it says #LCW. We're like, what? At the chapel where we got married on the grass. It's the only thing it says #LCW. And we're like, what? And it took us like forever. Like, why would it say that? We're like, why? We're like, oh, Little Church of the West. But it was so funny because it took us a second to be like, why would it say LCW? That's so weird, because we were like, LV? No. And like, I was like, oh, that's their acronyms. But too funny, right? At the place where we got married, the only thing they have is #LCW. What are the chances? And we filmed it. It's on one of the lives. The live with the pinball. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's just one of those winks. We call those winks. Because just like, of course we all need to get along. I mean, at the place where me and Richard get married, they have LCW, which is, I get their acronym, but still, it's just one of those things. People always want to be like, oh, it's not a wink because of you. And I'm like, yeah, but a wink doesn't mean that, yeah, a wink means it reminded you of something. So yeah, when you like, draw all the way through the thing, you go, okay, yeah, that's not what it was, but that's why it's called a wink. So if you go, oh, that reminds me of that, and then so when we saw that, of course, we think LCW. I mean, it's crazy that the place we got married, that their acronyms is LCW. Like, it's just like one of those crazy, like, what are the chances? Do you guys know there is a brand called Joy Rich? And they are in California and New York, which is, my mom's from New York and I grew up in California. But it's called Joy Rich. And that's how we did the Jedi Joy Rich show. It originally came from that. And we used to only wear that stuff for the most part. And I'd have to order it from eBay. That's the only place you can get it. That's why I don't order anymore, because eBay started scamming me and I won't use eBay anymore. I don't trust them. Everybody scams. I probably could still order those. That place that ordered from them, they were legit. But I've been scammed too many times on eBay, so I refuse. I used to order a bunch of stuff on eBay because I like to get stuff that you couldn't get anywhere. And stuff like that Joy Rich brand. I don't know where their stores are located, but we used to have so much stuff, and some of the stuff would say Rich, and some of it would say Joy, and it was like, always just worked out perfectly. Like, one of them was a leopard jacket that said Joy. It's like, what are the chances, right? And then, so we had those K-Swiss shoes in the Raider Nation, when I'm in that cheerleader one. That's my favorite one. We have our K-Swiss, we have matching shoes, they say Joy Rich. They say it on the laces, and they say it like on the back. They say like somewhere else. I think on the tongue, Joy Rich. And so me and Rich have matching shoes, and they're like really loud because they have like red and blue laces. And that's what we wore for a long time. We always wore matching shoes, and we took them to New York, but we couldn't bring them back because our bags were too full. We had to leave so many shoes in New York, which really sucked because we had some cool shoes. Richard had got himself these camouflage like boots. They were really neat. He's bought them somewhere. But they were really cool. I had to say we had to like see them we had to leave those because we could only bring like our favorite, because it was like it was terrible because we went to our storage unit and we were like, what things do we like the most? I mean, because we flew back, so we were limited and we didn't want to we could have shipped a bunch of stuff, but it was like, it'd probably be a fortune. It's like whatever. But it was everything that we had used for the last year that we'd lived there, so it was really difficult because we had came with only what we'd come with. We had our 2 huge suitcases, 2 carry-ons, a monitor, a 4K monitor, this huge thing. We brought a guitar and a bunch of tripods and some backpacks. But then that's what we had to go back with, you know what I mean? So everything we had used for the entire year that we had, been kind of like accumulating, and we always accumulate weird things, especially little like knick-knacky things. Like we bought all these little things, like these little John Lennon photos and things, and just all kinds of little things. It said New York and different things. We had stuff that said Vegas. We brought one of the Raiders that we had to leave, And then all of Richard's equipment for all of his. We had all of his. He had 10 hard drives and laptop and all the computer gear. Well, actually, we sold some of the computer gear in New York, so that lessened our load a little bit, but we still had some of it left. But we didn't have the camera or the lenses, but we still had all the tripods and the lights and things, and all that kind of stuff, all these cords and wires. Our suitcase was pretty much full of when you open it, it was all tech gear stuff, the big suitcases. There was one suitcase had a little bit of clothes in it, but the rest was all just gear. He would bring the power strips and stuff like that, for all this stuff to plug in and stuff, because you don't want to buy all this stuff as soon as you get there. So he brought his whole studio basically, our suitcase. So when we went back, we had to throw out so much stuff. It sucks because there were some really cool things we got in New York, and we just gave them to people walking around, giving to homeless people, give them shoes and clothes and things. We had to just kind of figure out what we were going to bring back, and then just put everything else in bags and start donating, because there's no way we could take all this stuff. And I was so sad because there was just some cool things that you only get in New York. So it's good that I get to go back, because we were really sad because there was a lot of things we had to leave. So when I've been going, that's why I've been buying so many New York things. So we used to have a lot of New York stuff. But it was fun the year we were in New York, but it was tiring, and I wouldn't want to do it again. But I'm so glad I did it. Does that make sense? So the thought of living in New York and I'm good. But going to visit, like I've been going and kind of like living there for like 2 weeks is awesome. And the more sober I am, the better experience will be for me. Like I said, I know I've been there on trips that I was sober and I had a lot more fun. Because this was more adventurous, I was going out and taking more photos and like exploring. I find when I drink, I just like hole up in my room, Because especially because, like I said, I don't want to go out if I've been drinking too much. So I end up really staying in my room. And, only going out, to get the alcohol or maybe get food early on, or if I even eat. And then kind of hauling up in the room and then just working. So the more if I don't drink, I'll have a lot more fun. But I think I'm about done here. I don't know what Rich is up to, but the umbrella is falling anyways. It's not even blocking you guys anymore. So that phone is in the hot sun. Probably should move you guys down, but I don't know. I don't want to mess up the angle. But hopefully he'll come out here if he's listening to me. I don't know how long I've been on here, but I'm about ready to go inside. And I think I don't know if Richard is working on breakfast, but I haven't had breakfast. I'm getting hungry. And I also haven't showered. So I wanted to get out here. I was trying to do my workout, my 5 to 10 minute workout, before it got too hot. Because yesterday was miserable. I apologize yesterday. I am a grump when it's that hot. It's not on purpose. It's because I don't function. Like my brain starts to... I'm very Irish, and the only reason I can be outside at all is because I'm part Native American, but very small, but I'm Irish and Scottish. So in the sun, I just like literally my brain starts like shutting down. Like, yeah. Oh, are you gonna start breakfast? Wait, no, but this is in the sun. Does it need to be moved down? I don't know. I would do it, but he tells me never to mess with the cameras because I can't see what it looks like because I'm not over here. I mean, he can see when I'm here. Does that make sense? I would go over there. I can't see because I'm not here. But yeah, my mom couldn't be in the sun at all. She had red hair and super fair skin with freckles all over. And she hated her freckles. I thought they were cute, but she was like covered in freckles. Like almost her freckles could be put together to be a tan. You know what I mean? Like this is like if she just had a couple more, she could almost be tan. She had so many freckles. She'd say, if I just had a couple more, I maybe be tan. I'm so white. But she hated her freckles. I thought they were cute. My mom didn't like her red hair or nothing like that. I liked it. But are you going to start breakfast?
Yes, I sure will.
Okay, I can stay out here till you finish my breakfast if you want to do that. Okay. Or you can take them in to make my breakfast.
Let me get things started.
Yeah, whatever you prefer.
Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you prefer. But she would get sun poisoning. Like bad. And that's why she'd have those massive umbrellas. But I do shut down, and like Vegas is very difficult for me. I never wanted to live in the desert. I don't know if you guys know that. I was like, I would never live in Vegas. I visited here in, it was either 2003 or 2004. I think it was 2003 when I was in the Air Force. And that's when I went to the Red Flag, and my mom visited, and my sister and stepdad. And I remember thinking I would never live in this town. There's no way no one could ever get me to live in this god awful town because it was so hot. Not the debauchery. I was a little bit prudish Christian, but I thought it was kind of fun. But so I'd already started drinking. I was only I think 19. So what year was I? 19 for 18, 1985. But I was 19. I remember that. And I think it's 2003, right? But I was like, who would ever move to Vegas? Why would you move to Vegas? I didn't know the people lived here. And so when I was in the Air Force, there was this girl that was from Vegas. And I was like, you're from Vegas? And she's like, yeah. I was like, why would you live there? It's so hot. But I was only here during July. I didn't know that it's like not that bad other times of year. But I was here in July and I was like, why would you, why? I thought it was always that way. July is like terrible. And then when I met Richard, Gloria's family was here and they already had property here. And I still was like, I don't want to move to Vegas. No. So we moved to Panama. And then we were going to stay in Panama. But I still was like, I don't want to live in Vegas. It's too hot. And my first year here, I thought I was melting during the summer. It was horrible. We lived in these apartments that didn't have the best AC. It worked okay, but it wasn't fabulous. and they didn't have the best blinds to block the sun, so we'd be trying to like block things because the sun would just beat into the living room and to the bedroom, the angle of the sun, and it was just so hot. And then our car would be parked outside, but there was a cover, but the angle of the sun would not actually block the car often, so your car would actually just be sitting in the sun even though it was on one of those car coverings, because if the shadow isn't going the right way. But for the most part, so like your car still sat in the sun. And then you would go out there and it would be so hot to try to start the car that I would just be like dying the first year. And then, each year I acclimated more, and I got more used to that, and then it didn't bother me as much with all that. But then now it is nice being in Summerlin. It is cooler than down by the Strip. That is one advantage of being way up here, is it's not nearly as hot. And luckily, like, there's a garage here, so we can park the car in the garage. I mean, I had to clear out the garage to make room for that. There wasn't space at first, but because it's too hot with your car outside in Vegas. They just bake in the sun. And you get out there and your AC can't keep up, and it is so hot, and you're just like melting, and I remember just like getting to work and just being like sweaty and just like, this is not good. It's so gross because you were sitting in, especially if your seats are leather, which we I think always had leather seats, and it was, so uncomfortable. But now I've acclimated quite a bit, so now I'm like, summer's not, I mean, I know I'm in Summerlin, but still, even when I go down by the Strip, it doesn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. And like I said, we're not having to deal with it every day. That helps. When you live by the Strip, it does get old. Like June, July, August get a little old. Like, it's just so hot down there. It's hotter down there. I don't know if you guys know that. It's much hotter because that's down in the valley than up here. We're up in the mountains. And sometimes when you're down by the Strip, it is just, hot. It's hot. I can't even be outside long to tan, which sucks because I always want to get a tan. But in Vegas, I can only be out for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, I need to tan before I go to New York. People always like when I have like a tan lines. But I've been really bad this year about it because I've been going to New York so much. So then I haven't been healthy, so that I'm not really wanting to get in my bikini. And it's not that I look terrible, but I don't look the way I like to look. Does that make sense? So it's like, it's not my level of bikini ready kind of thing. And it might be other people's level, but I'm, very strict about when I'm in bikini. I like it to look a certain way. And I've, had it be that way for several years. I've, kept like toning and stuff. And since I know I've gotten too thin at times, but I, was all about being toned, like doing my crunch. And I haven't done that in a while. So now I'm starting to be like, okay, I'm getting my toning back a little bit, and that's making me happy. But when you drink, you immediately lose your tone. And that's, I get irritated too. That's the biggest reason why I don't want to drink too, is what it does to my body. And not even just like to health-wise, of just like your literal, like your physique. When you drink, like if you're toned and you've been going to the gym or something, as soon as you start drinking, it's just like counterproductive. I'm terrified. I've killed 2 scorpions recently, and a scorpion stung Richard before I went to New York last trip. I don't know if you guys remember, the foot really bad. And I'm like that, but I've killed 2 of them, and I normally don't kill most creatures, but scorpions, I'm not gonna get stung by a scorpion, but I get a little fear when someone gets on my leg, because they are common in Vegas. And I used to never see them, but we've seen 4 recently, because Richard got stung by one. There was one in Ned's closet that Richard killed. 5, because there was one in the garage that we didn't get killed, and then I have just killed 2 recently. So we better get some sort of thing, anti-scorpion thing, because I think clearly they're getting a little more common over here. I hadn't seen them for years, and now those buggers. Oof, Richard was in so much pain. He got him good. And I think a certain amount, I don't know how much, probably not from the little guys, you probably can't die, but it is poisonous, but I don't know, the little guys, because these are little scorpions. They're not like massive ones. They're little guys, which is almost worse because you almost don't see them. They look like spiders, and they, oh shoot, that's a scorpion, not a spider. Because I always thought scorpions would be bigger, and they'd be like big ass guys running around. I'm gonna get ya. I like creatures that don't hurt me. Like even if they're ugly, like I used to hate cockroaches, but they don't hurt you in any way. They're just weird to look at. So I don't kill cockroaches anymore, even though they bother me. But We don't get cockroaches here really. Like we used to down by the strip. The strip has a huge cockroach problem for like a lot of apartments down there. Oh, they are like, they can't get rid of them. They come and they try to spray, but it's usually like infested with cockroach. But it bothered me so much for so many years, and then I started to just be like, who cares? It's just a little critter crawling around. He doesn't. Oh no, I'm really worried about these being like going away one of these days. We're gonna lose them down there. I guess I'd have to go get it from the neighbor, but it'd be awkward. Right. Maybe I'll just cover you guys like this. Can you guys still see? Or is that blocking your view? You see? Let me see. Let me get under here and see if you can see. No, it's totally blocking your view. I see nothing. Well, we're just coming out soon, I think, to cook. That's not gonna work no more. This thing's gonna fall. He's gonna have to come out. If this is gonna fall, and then we're gonna lose it to the neighbors. I go down there. Oh my gosh. You guys want to hear a story? I don't know if I should tell stories like this, but. So I've come a long way with my drinking. Like I said, just recently, in the last several years, I really was acting out like such a child and, taking off and things like when I drink, like having a little fit. And I remember when we first got here, not this one, but one little bit lower. I jumped off one of these over this railing. I was like, I'm taking off. And I was like, what are you doing? And I jumped. And again, did an ankle sprain thing like I always do. So, it's a lot of reason my feet hurt. All alcohol related. Yeah, I jumped over this railing, I remember. Oh my God. And I think when I'm drunk, I'm not going to hurt myself. It's like really high. It wasn't as high as this one. This one, I really hurt myself. It's a little one over there. It's a little further down. That was like when we first got here. 2022. Idiot. That's the kind of stuff like I would never do again with alcohol. I just don't see that ever happening. I don't see me like jumping off railings, jumping out of cars, jumping out of windows. I've done those things. Not anymore. I don't see that ever. I don't think I could even drink enough to have me do something like that again. Like I just don't like. It's like I think I've just like grown past that behavior. But alcohol does bring out your worst behavior, so you do have to be careful. That's why I don't want to drink this entire trip. So, all right. Hopefully Richard comes out because you guys are about to overheat out here. We might have to mosey inside. But I'm about ready to. Because I need to shower. I want to come out here before it got too hot, so I haven't showered, and I want to have breakfast. I haven't had breakfast or showered, so I'm getting stinky and hungry. I can't stand not showering every day. Some people skip a day. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. Not unless we lived in the cave, and even barely. I mean, we only went about probably. Look, the umbrella fell over there. It was about to fall over the railing. So yeah. Oh, I like your outfit. Yeah, that's what's up. You look cool. Are you gonna sit here?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit outside for a
Oh, that's great.
You take this.
I'll take this umbrella then, cause.
No, leave this umbrella here, right here. I'm gonna.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, but I'm saying, but this other one, I'll leave them both. You want them both or no? No, I'm taking this one. This one's gonna fall. Take the one that was falling. All right. Well, I guess. Oh wait, is he coming? Oh, I guess I'll sit here for a second. So you guys are staring at a chair. Oh wait till he comes out here. Ah. All right. I don't know how close you guys are to me. Let me see like my forehead or something. What are you guys seeing? Oh, okay, good. I like when he has it zoomed in and I'm like, what are you seeing? Okay, you're coming out. Okay, good. I'll take the blue umbrella, I think. And here's the microphone. Yeah, oh, okay, get rid of this one. Turn it off. All right, thanks everybody. I had a great morning. I'm gonna bring this mat in. It's getting too hot out. Oh yeah, you can use my phone now. I don't. Yeah, this one. I don't need this anymore.
Awesome.
My white one still works occasionally. So I have to...
Oh, thanks. Make sure I get a nice.
Yeah, a nice angle. Have you made breakfast?
Not yet. No.
Okay, I'll make breakfast then for myself. Yeah, that'll work out fine. Okay.
Gloria will share you with some.
Okay.
With, yogurt.
Yeah.
I'll make it for you.
don't mind doing it. I can do that. I don't mind. I'm with it. Good.
She's okay?
Oh, she has her social media.
Oh, she got it ready. She's okay? All right, guys. She got it ready. She's okay? All right, guys. Oh, man. What a day. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to grab myself some sunshine. I'm going to grab myself a little tan. You know? I got to face the sun. Damn, my legs are skinny. I never realized it today. Wow. Okay, I won't be that rude. I'll chat with you guys. Hey, what's up? Hey, everyone. Hey, LCW. Thank you very much. Really appreciate everything you've done. I didn't mean to come off rude earlier, but what a cool thing. But social graces has never been my thing. That's why I reach out to, people who live in Tennessee. I think Tennesseans have manners. Let me safe to say. Man, it is nice out. I'm taking my hat off now. Oh, let me get a little sunshine, guys. 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the sun, and that's it. Oh man, have you guys ever been to Vegas? Judgment is real. Hi Lily. And it will come to each and every one of us one day. Yeah, well, trying to get my house in order. I don't know about you, but Richard, do you have loose skin? Not really. I used to about 5 years ago when I first lost the weight, but over the year, it's not like with Ozempic because it's not that fast, but over the years, it just kind of like. Well, I was using some things. I was using these, those TENS massagers, those pads you put on for massaging. Have you ever seen those? I was using those. I was putting them on my stomach muscles and anywhere I wanted to tighten up my skin because there's an acupuncture thing, and I found that to be very, very helpful. Hey guys, thanks for the likes. Hit a couple more likes. Pretending to be sober isn't very cool. Well, no. I mean, what would be the point of that? It's one of those things that it's like it doesn't seem to. First of all, it's not cool or not cool. I mean, something not cool is like, if I come up and you're having a drink at the bar, and I come and grab your drink and I drink it, that's not cool. But someone, comes up the bar and you're drinking a drink and they're like, "Hey, bro, I'm sober," and they're not really sober. I mean, that's not cool or uncool. I mean, it's just like, all right, then you're not getting a drink and I'm not buying you a drink. You only hurt yourself now. The talking and the jaw crackling. Dude, are you watching the same channel? Bro, you might be hallucinating. I know you seem to be a little obsessed with drugs. You might want to cut back on the drugs. Thanks for hitting the likes, guys. Uh, she looks different now. Who looks different now? Hey, Snoop. Oh my, OMG, what? We're just getting some sunshine today. Bonjour, France. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Hi, guys. Hey, guys. Yeah. The Uggs, what's wrong with Ugg slippers in the desert? I mean, isn't Australia a desert? I thought the whole country is a desert. Hi, Kit. Really? Thank you so much. I encourage it. I can tell you the nice thing about losing weight using the diet that we do, which is not even a diet. When I think of diet, I think of like being hungry or having to want to you get cravings at the beginning, but you're not hungry, if that makes any sense. Like, it's like, here, man, have another steak if you want. You're like, I don't want another steak. What I want is a slice of that wedding cake. How many days have I been sober? Well, I'm not really counting, but it's longer than Joe because I don't drink. So I think the last time I had a drink, honestly, was with Boot. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember when I had a drink? I almost had a drink when she came back, but then she returned all the beverages. It was really kind of one of those weird things. I was thinking about it, and I said, no, I didn't say no. She said she returned it. Well, I certainly wasn't going to drink if she wasn't going to drink. So, why does your cat's breath smell like cat food? Dude, cats, don't they have the weirdest smelling breath? Hey guys, thanks for hitting the like. Are we talking weed or actual? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. So the guys who write in all caps are probably going to be getting better responses, which is usually the haters. The Crypt Keeper. Yo, bro. Oh, you got my... Thank you. Nice. No, it's pretty nice out here, actually. Yeah, you could probably come on out if you want to. Now, if you guys want to do what you probably noticed, I was in slightly better shape, but I was more rigid on the diet. You know? And when I say rigid, that means that I don't, like right now, I'm eating almonds, I'm eating collard greens, I'm eating other things that, you know. Okay, come on. Joy's good. Joy. I kind of everything looks like hard work until I do it, and then Joy's like, I'm gonna go do that too. So I gotta get her chair ready too. You guys don't want the bikini cam, do you? I don't know if she'll want to do a bikini cam. She's not feeling it these days. She's feeling like her body has got still that alcohol vibe on it. hear me okay? Just out of curiosity. Joy decided she wants to lay out now, so she'll be joining us. She likes hers, but she's gonna be on camera here though. I don't know. I have a feeling she'll probably not want it. But that's her choice. You know? She can do whatever she wants. She wants to suntan. If you want to take a bath, take a bath. It's Sunday. It's Labor Day. Did I lose myself? Did we lose the camera over here? Did it overheat? No, it did. Let me see what's happening here. Gotta go back to the stream, check it out. Are you guys good on the stream? Can you hear me? Are you guys good? No, I was just testing it because my phone wasn't working. Okay.
I asked her, well, how do you know you were going to be walking a dog at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. I wasn't sure if Joy likes things. It says, "We Joy." Isn't that kind of cute? All right. Time to get some suntan. Hi, Lily. Hey, Adam Rock. Shano, bro. You is there such thing as a talk off? I mean, if there is a competition called a talk, I'm not sure why the trolls haven't even volunteered that one yet. Trying to figure out the best place to put the microphone. How about I'll put on a bathing suit? I wasn't sure it won't be here. You can. Well, that's fine as long as you're fully dressed. I wasn't sure if you. I don't think it's an issue.
They don't want to be no one's out here that can't stand it.
Oh, yeah, your microphone. Oh, I gotta get your microphone. Hold on. Keep that. Yes, turn it on, but don't touch the buttons. Whatever you do, because it'll adjust the volume.
Help me.
I'll be back.
Oh, it's on. It's on. Alright, guys.
And is the water okay?
This was lower
Okay.
than I expected. These chairs are getting very crappy. No, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, yeah, I've had it tanning. I fully became right, but I feel pretty good now. There. Say 19, so I feel pretty good. Oh, I want to pour water on me, but I'm going to drench my towel. Oh, well. I pour water on me when I'm out here. Oh, it's too hot. Can't take it. Oh, oof. It's cold though. We need to. Oof. Oof. It's my pool. Oof. Ah! Ah! Redneck pool. My redneck pool. Oof. Oof. Ooh. It helps though. No, for real, because like I don't know if you know, pouring a water bottle on yourself it's hard to do. Like clothing spec. It really helps. 'Cause otherwise, I can't take the sun out here. If I'm like I don't have any water on me. But put a little bit of water on your head, that helps too. A little more. Seriously, so key. Have your head not dry. Okay. There you go. And you can stay out here a long time. That's the trick. All right. Once it dries, I have to drench myself again. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. It's my first time. Second time I guess out here. Since I got back from New York. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. You guys hear me? Oh, yeah, you can hear me. That's right. Where'd Richard go? I didn't want to do a bikini stream. It wasn't my intention. But once I saw him out here, I was like, I have to take this advantage to go outside. Because I only have 4 more days, and I don't know if there's going to be another day that we get out here. And I really have to work on my tan a little bit. And I can't be out here in a one piece. So I have to wear my skimpy bikini so I get a good tan line. So it's like, I don't want to get it in. This was not my intention to be sitting here on stream with my bikini. Where did Richard go? Oh, I'm so happy I'm getting tan though a little bit. There you are. I was like, you left me. You grab another water.
Ask you, do you need water?
Yeah, because I got you pouring on my head. It gets that higher. It's like right away. Oof. Ah. There you are. I was like, you left me. You grab another water. Should get a bucket instead of wasting our spring water. I only have a clean up bucket. A bowl. Too hot. I can't take it. The sun is just like it makes me want to like pass out. But if I have a little bit of water, it helps a little bit. This is intense right now, you guys. Oh, I won't be out here long, so those are bitching about bikini. Won't be long, like 20 minutes max.
American women.
That's all I can take.
American woman. Here you go. Here you go.
Oof. Hey, we should get like a bucket to pour on me instead of wasting the spring water.
Yeah, you do a bucket challenge?
Yeah,
Okay.
pour all over me. That'd be good. Well, oh dear, this
All
sounds
right,
like
guys.
a bad idea.
I mean, come on. Did
Just
she literally
get a
say I
bowl.
could do a bucket
Like
challenge?
our buckets are dirty. I don't want to get dirty.
Now, don't tell her I'm going to come up behind
buckets,
her
like mop
with
buckets.
a bucket of cold ice water. Would that be mean? Okay, I got to get a vote on that because I don't want to make this. I don't want to. Something that like that could be considered deceptive, videoing, some sort of prank. I don't know what the rules are at YouTube, so I'm going to take it to the chat.
It's like my American flag style. So when last year I think it was, or maybe the year before, I don't even remember what year it was now. Could have been 2023. We were at the pool and this lady started talking to me, this older lady. And it turned out she was a Air Force veteran and everything, but she invited me to all these Patriot meetings and stuff because my towel. I realized I was like, why'd she come to me and never say, I think it was your towel. Like, now that makes sense. No, she was Air Force too. So the older lady, like Gloria's age. She invited me. She got my number and stuff. Called me to go meetings all like. Yeah, it's fine. Going to those meetings, but thank you for the invite. I would not go to some sort of thing like that. Oh my gosh, see the Jaws of Life, give me a go, something like that. Something political, no thank you. No politics. We're so political. Just get the job done. Stop bitching about everything. So that's my 2 cents. Yeah. So my mom would say, and it's like armpits are assholes. Everybody's got them and they stink. She wouldn't say assholes, she'd say buttholes. My mom never cussed. Like I ever heard my mom cuss. Not anything. 2 cents. Hell. Definitely not the F word. My dad, on the other hand, it's hard to overpronounce. Not anything. 2 cents. No. My dad used to get kicked out of. They played it all the time back in the day when he would complain about something and we would get banned from because he bitched at this pizza place.
Is this mic working?
He said their huge pizza was inaccurate from what they were showing on the wall. Oh. What?
Hi, babe.
Are you coming up? Yeah, I get one last long right here. Did you give me any water?
I thought I brought you one. I brought two.
Oh no! Remember we were gonna do a bowl.
Bowl.
Just a bowl. Just get the biggest bowl we got and just get filled with sink water. Make sure it's a clean bowl. If you don't mind, you're gonna pour it on me. Don't waste spring water. Yeah, like you bitch. Like I remember this place. It was up in Northern California. These are little places like mom and pop. So you get banned because they're like, you're an asshole. I don't want you coming back. Take your family. Don't come back. You know, and it's like can't come back. It's like the owner. It's like 2 people that work there. So he was bitching because there was some huge pizza and they had the pan on the wall. And we ordered it, you know, because there were 6 of us as a family. And when we got it, it was much smaller, you know. And they tried to say the shrunk from bacon. I was like, you're not going to shrink that much. That went from an extra large to a medium. You're an asshole. This place is a scam. He's like going off. I want a accurate pizza for my family. And what we paid for. And we thought, you're right. You got this huge ass, like, pan. And the pizza's only this big on there. And like, he was going off, and then we get like banned from places like that. Like, great dad. This one was very young, you know. And then something happened at Kmart, same thing. He got mad at one of the cashiers. He used to hate. My dad is really good at math, and back in the day, people would not want to get the calculator, but if they did, they would take forever to get it, and it would just be this whole dang thing where my dad would be like, I already figured out the math for you, but they didn't, you know, they didn't want to make sure he's right.
Come on, guys,
He'd
I
be
need
like, man,
one- I need at least
I'm
one
wrong, you're
donation.
going to waste all my time, and get them
I got the
dumb
bucket.
stuff like that. You get like banned
But I'm just
from,
gonna
like,
have her
places like
drink
that.
it unless you guys donate.
Small town.
Because
Being a
otherwise,
dick.
I can't justify
When
it.
you
I'll
guys
just
think
seem
like,
like
oh,
I'm being
your
an
dad.
asshole to my wife.
You're nice.
This was
I
saying,
can't
they
believe-
donated.
I can't believe you wouldn't talk to me. My dad's
That's
never
up to
been
you.
a nice person. It's never been, someone has never said your dad is nice. I've never heard that statement ever in my entire life. No one, oh, your dad is so nice. No, that's never come out of anybody's
Maybe
mouth
later,
ever.
Maybe later.
He's like, your dad's a prick.
Maybe later.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe later.
So, yeah. That's just, he's Irish, Scottish. No, he's Scottish. What was Irish?
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, not you're doing the ice. Okay, here we go. Yeah,
Do it
let's do
yourself.
it. Don't pour on my
Do it
head.
yourself.
There you go. Pour on my head. No, there you go.
Move the microphone.
It's
Move
it's
the
ice.
microphone.
It's
Move the microphone.
oh, right. It's ice. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. It's good. You do that inside, I would kill you. Dude, this was good. It's time to do that. I would literally. I can't believe it was in my mic the whole time. We could pour in the water. I mean, like an idiot. It's cold. Ooh, that's good for this. Ooh. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Okay. Very good for when you're tanning in.
I thought it was funny.
Oh dear. Oof. That's chilly. Much? Oh, that'll be good. That was
Really?
a fabulous idea.
You know, she's really not into
Nice.
cosmetic surgery.
Oh,
She's
this is
just
much more
not-
pleasant.
Great job, Joy.
Great idea with the ice. Now I'm in a very good mood. Wow. It's so chilly. The sun is great as I got out of the pool. Well, do the ice cubes if you're ever tanning. That's a great idea. Not pleasant for about 3 seconds. Then it's over. But I forgot I had the microphone on when I was pouring the water on me earlier. I hope I didn't mess with the microphone. Idiot. That is helpful. The ice. When you're laying, I'm telling you guys, it is so hot out here that you can't just be out here without being. Richard can, but me, no. I don't know. Not being like Scottish and Irish, I don't function. So my dad is Scottish and a little bit Native American. His great grandma was Native American. So whatever that makes him. And my mom is like all Irish. I think it's like, I don't know if there's anything else. It's like all Irish. So I'm Scottish, Irish, and a little bit Native American. So whatever that would make me if my dad's, so it's my great grandma. Full Native American. But my dad's from California, my mom's from Long Island, New York. Dad's from Sacramento, California. So I grew up in California. I never went to New York, but I always heard about it because my mom was from there, you know. Where did he go? Is he coming back? I have all the time. So having someone tanning with me. You know, I'm very codependent with Rich. I like when we tan together. I have to flip over pretty soon. I never tan my back as much as I do my front. Because I don't like tanning my back. I don't like laying on my stomach. I find it uncomfortable in these chairs. It's kind of like a little itchy on the stomach. I really more irritating me lay on the stomach. Then I end up with like a white back and a little bit of a tan front. So I only make tan lines in the front. I need to switch over soon. There you are. Can you pull down? Can you pull down my chair for a second? Richard has to do this. You can't do it yourself. You're not the chairs. So can you pull down? Can you pull down the top there? There you are. Miss you.
Here we go.
There we go.
How's that?
Yeah, now I have the forward. Ooh. Let me show my. Okay. And I gotta pull this. I need to pull this towel up here so I can lay on it. Oh, it's nice and cool. And doused it. Very funny, they wait for it to be wet. I can do that. That I can do. The towel being wet. Normally the wet and the towel like all hot and scratchy. I like the ice thing. I'm gonna do that every time we come out here. It's unpleasant for a couple seconds, but man, it makes a difference when I'm tanning.
That's nice.
Yeah, because then it's not as hot.
Okay.
It's so hot doesn't make it so you have to douse yourself in ice water when you're tanning because it's so hot out here. Most people tan at the pool, but if you're just tanning without water, oh, it's so hot. Not maybe by a pool, you get in the water and then you get out and you're back and forth. What are you doing when you're in the pool? You're just sitting on the back. 4 days. Could have worked on it this entire time, but I didn't.
What happened?
Could have worked on my tan this entire time, but I didn't. It didn't feel good. I didn't feel like getting in the bikini. This was like really the first day I kind of felt my as much. I mean, I'm not as toned as I'd like to be, but I feel much better than I did 19 days ago, I would say. If you could do some of the talking, so I'm going to talk like this.
Sorry guys, I'm reading the chat. I was trying to figure out what Trigger Man said. Lily, I'm far from perfect. Girl, believe me. I'm ugly.
I'm sorry, ugly.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cal.
Don't ever call yourself ugly. No one's ugly. You can be ugly on the inside, which can make you a little bit ugly on the outside, but if you are a good person, yeah, so you no one's ugly though. You're ugly on the inside.
Say you can talk. This audio right here is fucked. Can you hear me?
Probably mine is messing up too. I'll turn it off for a second while I'm laying on it.
Yeah, don't lie. Rub it on it. Don't rub it on it. You know. Don't work anymore, guys? Listen. Can you hear me? Is this mic working? Ma, please. Try and figure it out.
Whatever, right now with the water.
Quiet. Testing 1, 2, 3. Quiet. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think it's not warned. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let me. I think it's not warned. Now let me test this one. Testing 1, 2, 3. Now let me. It's not warned. Now let me test this one. I wonder which one sounds better. This one or this one? I wonder which one sounds better. This one or this one? This one sounds better? Which one sounds better? This one or this one? This one sounds better? Endless echoes. You cannot hear me. So weird because someone says we're getting echoes, another person says they can't hear me. I'm so confused. Listen, if we were astronauts and we were on Mars, you guys would be the worst mission control. We spend our entire time trying to figure out how to communicate with each other. Can you hear me? Man, I am sweating. Ooh.
I think I dumped a little water.
I know, I didn't even realize. I'll sit tight.
They normally have a pool in Vegas. You're out 10.
Oh, I know. We need a pool. That's what we need.
Because just being out here without a pool is like it's almost miserable. It's so hot.
Do you think HOA would allow us to put a pool out here?
Yeah, that would be the thing they would love for us to do. I'm sure.
No, just one of those above ground.
I'm sure they would just really love that. When they literally have a pool down the way.
I don't want to pay for
Like,
that.
we don't want to pay your $2,000 a year for the two of us. I know. I have clients tell me that sometimes. Like,
Oh God,
you lower your voice.
It's. I mean, I'm pretty sure they heard you on the golf course. Or
Watch it. What was the thing we were talking about? Oh yes.
yeah, I don't have a speedo. I have to pull these up.
Oh, you should tell about your white speedo.
Am I talking or are you talking?
Hopefully you'll tell that story.
It's like I'm done talking. Let me just talk every time you say 3 words.
Hey.
Let me just make sure to interrupt you. Okay. Did you guys see the picture of the bunnies I put up this morning? It was really pretty. With the yellow over there.
Where's music? I love her music.
Here, take a microphone here. If you're gonna talk, take my.
can't talk in here. I get the money.
No, just put it right up there. Just put it closer to you. Don't have it. I mean, what's happening is like you keep talking, just cutting in, and you're blocking my mic out. Hear what word you're saying.
There we go. St. Gloria's music is awesome. We're talking about Gloria's music that we'll miss it when she passes because this music that like we wouldn't know to ever listen to. It's polka music and stuff and just different old stuff and all Latin music.
Oh yeah, Gloria's music is great.
Annette has been doing amazing. She's been in such a good mood lately. I haven't told her I'm going to New York. That'll upset her a little bit. She doesn't really like when I go to New York. She doesn't know. It's like it's getting close to. I gotta tell her pretty soon. Last time I told her too soon, and then it kind of bummed her out too soon. I didn't want to do that, so this time I'm gonna wait. I could really just wait till the last day. She doesn't really need to know in advance. It kind of seems to bum her out. She does miss me, and I miss everybody when I go. But they have fun too.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not getting mad. This is not the first time she keeps talking. This is like, what'd you say about an hourly argument?
Oh yeah,
Not every hour.
he always tells me to shut up or be quiet. That's
Every
a
hour I
constant.
say, Joy, stop interrupting.
Listen.
But we don't take it personally because
I don't care.
I mean,
I talk a lot.
because she knows that in her household, if you don't interrupt someone, you don't get to talk.
You're gonna word it in edgewise
Yeah,
if you don't interrupt.
Your dad talked a lot and your mom talked a lot. And Cher, I don't know if Cher, does she talk a lot?
Oh yeah,
Okay, and Cher,
blow hard.
right, so a bunch of blowhards.
Talk about how wonderful she is. She likes to talk about.
Wonderful.
Oh, she loves to talk about how wonderful she is. No, she's not.
Well, I've talked to her about she's nice to me. She doesn't like you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just wait. You didn't spend enough time with her. My stepmom is another person that no one says nice. My dad and stepmom, they're not nice people. People are like, oh, you have such nice parents. Like, your parents are not nice. It's usually not is added in there. Not nice.
Yes, we were having a conversation.
Yeah.
We enjoy joy. Thanks, Shane. Shane.
Oh,
no.
thank you,
That's
Shane.
O.
Shane
Been
O.
going around for the last couple of
Thank you,
weeks.
Shane O.
And Shane O is all the way down under.
Oh, in Australia?
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
I would love to go there.
Guess what? It is wintertime.
Oh, no way. Yeah, I forget. You guys are opposite.
Probably wrapping up. They're about ready to head to
Good
spring.
call. You guys are on
In
different
between, right?
different seasons than us here. It is weird to think that people are in all different seasons all around the world, you know? You kind of think like everything is happening like the same as it's happening with you, but it isn't on any level.
I mean, this is a nice. I mean, for those of you who aren't in Vegas, one of the things about Vegas, this is the best time of year to come. So
If you don't mind the heat.
yeah, and some of the rooms were like $100 a night last week. They were discounted. I mean,
You have to like the heat. That's why there's not a lot of people that like to come this time of year.
Hi, Lord Prep.
What kind of music would you call this, Richard? So interesting.
Sounds like a Mexican ballad.
But there's no singing. It's just like
Mexican ballad.
I thought ballad meant like love song where you sing. Doesn't ballad mean like love song where they sing?
I don't know. Yeah, usually they sing a ballad.
Because you'd have to kind of know that it's about a love song. It was just, I guess the sounds could sound that way. Like it could sound like a love song, but you wouldn't know for sure what they were talking about unless they were.
Usually a ballad is going to be a slower paced song.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It doesn't have to be one with lyrics. I didn't know that.
But most people, if you want to sing something sweet and soft or even sad, you don't want it to be all bubbly and fast and peppy. You want it to be slow and like a ballad.
Richard teaches me about music. I don't know
What's
these
that song?
things.
The ballad of Bobby Joe, right?
Which one? I don't know what you're talking about.
Tallahassee Nights. What's the beginning of Tallahassee Nights? Isn't there a pre-title to that?
Oh, I think there is.
It's called The Ballad.
You're probably right. I don't remember.
Ricky Joe Bobby or something. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Ballad of Ricky Joe Bobby, something like that. They call the whole movie a ballad. They're obviously being funny.
They're dots.
But for you to get that, you'd have to be slightly educated, I guess. Now I realize it. Most people don't even know what a ballad is.
I thought a ballad meant like a love song.
I thought a ballad was like something you put in a ballad, like a ballet. No, I did. I thought those are the like a ballad is a song they play at the ballet because they were slow paced. So I assumed, and I'd never been to a ballet, so I thought a ballad was.
I thought a minute it was a love song, so I thought I had to have lyrics. I thought it had to be like a, a stated love song.
I kind of
Like,
feel like all words somehow like be connected. Like if a ballad could be connected to a ballet, the same way a ballet could be connected to a basketball and a baseball. You know?
well, they kind of are, and since they're all sports and
Yeah,
they're
but the
physical.
ballad doesn't fit in any of that.
Well, yeah. It's a different.
I think that
What do you expect? Every word to like that sounds alike to go together?
Look, if we put Elon to the task, he could redesign a language so much better than the English language.
Well, yeah, we could just use. Well, I don't know. Why?
So it'd be easier for foreigners from other planets to learn our language.
Oh, we all learn a simpler
So
one.
it's like try to explain like hey,
That could work.
take a ball, right? and if you take a ball and you make it bounce, we don't call it bounce, we call it something else.
Seems like a lot of effort when we have English.
Because you think how hard do you think it's going to be to travel to other galaxies? It's going to be easy. Okay, when you get
Well, I think that the traveling is going to be more of an issue than learning a language.
well, once you get there, don't you want to talk to them, or they're going to shoot us?
Yeah, but we can learn a language if we can travel.
Might want to learn. We might want to invent a language for them to learn.
Really easy one. Wait, you'd be surprised it becomes complex pretty quick because you have to have a name for things, and then how many things we have.
Okay, well, let's start right now.
Yeah, you have a really complex language really fast.
Think about it, Joy.
No, you think you can buy them, but then how do you differentiate them?
Joy, listen. A lot of things. First of all, you're only looking at the stuff we got to clean up. The majority of the stuff is already done. I mean, first of all, the thing I would do is I go through the words and say what is already done. And the first one that comes to mind is a fork, right? Okay, so fork will be.
We don't need those.
Joy, I'm not finished. A fork will be the thing that uses to pick things up. So if you want to put a fork in something, you're going to fork it. If you need a pitchfork, that's a fork that picks a pitch. If you
But they're already called forks.
a fork tip.
They're already called forks. It's called English. They're called forks.
We're gonna keep that one. No, but sometimes, but you know how like some French words are the same in English as they are in French. Like for example, like ménage à trois.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Same.
Oh, they combine the languages more. We don't have so many variations.
Yeah. So we
Get the best. How about this? Why don't we get the best word from each language, and that'll be the word that is for that word.
Okay, all right.
For everybody's language, let's put them all together. Let's all vote. We had these.
Okay, we're starting with la cucaracha.
That's a good word. We're keeping that one.
I hate that word because first of all,
La cucaracha.
and think about it, how confusing would this be to aliens? And you're trying to learn the language, and they're like, listen, I'm going to show you where we fly this the jet. But first, before you come on our spaceship, let me introduce you to the pilot. He's in the cockpit. Come on, let's go down to the cockpit. These guys went, what? I'm not going down to no cockpit. They're like, no, come on. The pilot is in the cockpit. We're going. They're like, no way. You see, it'd be very confusing right there. So that word we have to change. A cockroach? What the hell is a cockroach? My goodness. It sounds crazy. They turn around and they leave. So I propose that.
Yeah, let's vote. All languages, you gotta vote which word best
I like that.
like
So cucaracha,
represents that meaning.
moratorium on cockroach.
And then we vote, and that's the word we use across all languages. There you go. All right. Then we have one set language. We're good? Okay, how long is that going to take? About a year. About a year. More like lifetimes. You never want to change their language. But yeah, good put. Oh, gosh. A year. A year. Wouldn't that be awesome? If it could be a year, it would already exist. If you could change everyone's language in a year, that would already have happened.
A year. Okay.
No, it'd be like lifetimes. You get everybody to fully change their language and first figure out which words are going to represent each thing. So for a while, we're going to be like, wait, I don't even know what I'm going to call this thing. So for a long time, we're just waiting for the words that are going to be the right one for that meaning. So it's going to be a long time. Long time, a very confusing language. When we do have language and you can learn other languages. And it's very good online now. You could do those things where you listen. Those are helpful. What they call I feel like it has a rose in the name. I could be wrong. Something.
Okay, so what are we gonna call a spoon?
I like spoon.
Right. Okay, so what do we call it when we cuddle in bed like we're spooning? Confused.
There's a good word, spooning. It kind of looks like a spoon. I can see how that works. Do you see how everything's gonna work? You guys, if you got me, this is the whole point. No one's gonna agree on the word. They're gonna like that word. Oh, that's the beauty of language. Has to be complex. Simple, like then we don't say much. Oh, that might be a nice world, actually. Oh yeah, okay, that's what you're trying to get at. Oh, well, don't talk. Richard thinks he doesn't talk.
Oh, this.
We both talk a lot.
You know,
I gotta flip over.
Toastmasters Club is one thing that I would be very, very interested in joining around here. It's going to be a final.
Oh dear.
Toastmasters.
This is a little too hot this way. I'm gonna go inside soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna last long like this.
I got it.
Ooh, Lordy, actually it was better with my face down now, I realized. Ooh,
Yeah, I get it.
nice nurse. Hot tamales out here. Hot tamales used to be my favorite candy. Little red things. Can you imagine eating those things now? I can't imagine eating candy. Candy just seems like a million years ago. Not something I ever eat. This is very pleasant though in a weird way. Like, it's like so hot, but like I guess of how people enjoy like the sauna. But I can't last long. I'll get lightheaded. I'll like pass out. Like, okay, I'm laying down. If I was standing, this would be like.
Oh, good.
You don't do well.
Okay, so she
Not
was
even
like-
hot showers. I can't have like steamy showers. Oh, I don't do well. Oh god. Oh, where's the mic? Where's the mic?
I got it.
Okay.
I got the mic.
All right. Yeah, it's good. That's right.
All right.
That's a little longer. All right, we got it.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
Way to look up
Where's
for
the mic? Good call this time. I think we almost got it. Oh, it does help actually. If he did that indoors, I would not. Richard would be pulling back a bloody nub. But out here, this is very nice. I do not like that inside though. But I'd be mad at water everywhere. But just like that is cold. But when you're out here, that's when I do this ice cube challenge. That actually made it much more pleasant. Thank you, Richard. I'll take it. Take the challenge out here. Sun is so intense out here. If you don't have a pool, you better be doing your ice cube challenge. Get yourself a kiddie pool.
All right, we did it.
Did it?
Feel better?
Yeah, actually, that feels really good. Actually, that helps. I can last a couple more minutes. I'm really trying to work on my tan before I go to New York. And this actually has left me out here much longer than I normally could last. That ice cube thing, it's just the water on my head was not doing the trick. But the ice cube is just cold enough that by the time I kind of like start to get hot again, you know, it doused me again basically, because it was like I was still like not like overly hot because I was still kind of like wet and cold from the ice. So it's actually a perfect combo when you're out here in Vegas. I highly recommend Ice Cube Challenge if you're tanning in Vegas. That is a must. It's only unpleasant for about like 2-3 seconds because it's so hot out here. It's kind of like, oh, that's not bad. I'm sure if you did that anywhere else, it would not be pleasant though. Like inside, no. Would not be a fan. You better not do that to me. And Brady's gonna do it now. Richard likes to mess with me. It keeps me alive. Keeps things guessing and interesting. What his life would be dull. I'm kind of someone people like to mess with. Because I don't get that mad. I mean, for a second, but not really. I get that mad like for long term, except for like I don't know what was going on in this channel when you guys first saw me. I was in a rage, but so there was a lot going on, and now I've worked through that. You know, it's primarily just because we were dealing with so much stress at first coming in here and trying to bills caught up and get the place like livable. I know it's not even that clean now.
See, it's actually not even that hot out today. I mean, it's hot, but it's...
Yeah, but it's like something about when you lay out here. But yeah, once
if you had a pool.
Yeah, that's the thing. So once you douse me, I'm pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm almost done.
Okay.
Yeah, because...
Are you going in or...?
Pretty soon. I'm like 5 minutes, 5:10.
Why don't I start your breakfast?
No, well, unless... I think you should sit out and I'll do my breakfast.
Well, I'm probably going to go in too.
Oh, you're going in too?
You give me 2 more minutes and I'll...
Yeah. Why don't I go in first? You give it a couple more minutes.
Yo, what's up, Yosef from Tel Aviv?
And then I'll start.
Wait, check it out. We got someone from Tel Aviv here.
Oh, nice. We used to watch that show. Didn't we watch that show?
That was
a Tel Aviv show.
Yeah, that's not the same thing. It's a long ways away. We are in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we're in Las Vegas. I'm going to New York in 4 days. In Manhattan. Oh, in case people were wondering where I'm going.
Oh, Joy needs a bong, is what Shane says.
Yeah, it's about
That's
due.
quite accurate.
Well, and I've lasted way longer than I normally could. So this ice cube thing is good because I mean, I can barely give myself a tan because I can't stand it out here. It's just like too hot.
And you need to get one before we go.
Before I go to New York, yeah. I like to. I don't have to. It just looks better. If you just came from Vegas over the summer, you should be tan, not like albino. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you came from Vegas, so you're white as could be. Seems weird. So you want to represent Vegas with at least a little bit of a tan. I've usually always been very tan every summer, but this summer, going to New York so much that I've not got my tan. I haven't gone to the pool once. I went to the pool once this summer. I need to go to the pool.
Weed is legal.
You better go while I'm gone. I'll have to go when I come back. I probably won't happen before I go.
They're asking is, Shane wants to know, is weed legal here in Australia?
Oh, weed is legal here, yeah.
Shane from Australia wants to know if it's weed here.
Weed is legal here in Vegas. Recreational and medical.
What's
since 2016. That's Casper's old cage, and I don't know. I just haven't had the heart to throw it out yet. So it just sits out here. But that was his first cage. Kind of like a little memory. And I want to get the garage just because it's back here. They don't seem to care if it's back there by the house. I'll probably have to throw it out one of these days. One of these bulk days, I'll take it to the trash because they don't really have a purpose anymore. Casper's never going to go in there again. That was his first cage. And then Mike and Janelle got him his castle. Casper's little 2-story castle. And now he doesn't ever reside in a cage. But he goes in there all the time. He sleeps in there all the time. Mike and Janelle, he likes it now.
He likes it now.
Yeah, he really likes it. But he will never be locked in a cage again. He doesn't cause any issues. Hey, Dark Uncle.
Dark Uncle posted in the Discord. Remember that video I have of you doing a selfie and then you blew it up and they blew everything up?
What?
I made the AI video of you with the selfie and it blew up.
Oh yeah. Oh, with the gun. Oh gosh, yeah.
He reposted that and said, "Damn it, Joy, that's the 4th iPhone you've blown up this."
I know, for real. Thanks. Love it. I love it, Dark Uncle. That's a not nice thing to say. Okay, I gotta go in. I'm just literally hitting like my max. Like, oof. All right, you guys. Had a great time. It's been real. It's been fun. Oh gosh. I mean, look at my shoes are so hot. Oh my gosh. Oh lordy morning. Meant to put them on. Oof. Ooh wee. You mind getting my chair for me? Oh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I don't mean to be making all this. Okay, it is hot. All of a sudden, like, it just kind of dawns on you how hot it is. All right, I'm going in. Good night. Going to bed. Oh, we gotta find out the game. I know last time it was at 1, so we gotta find out. It could be. Oh, right. I need to find out. It could be sooner than later.
Oh, I see what happened. I turned off the mics. Testing 1, 2, 3. You guys hear me now? Huh? One, two, three. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Really apologize about that, guys. My bad. It was my bad on that one. Okay, good. Everybody's good? I'm just catching up on the chat. Just catching up on the chat. Oh, man. Hair today. All right. What up, guys? Let's rock this thing. Huh? Do I need a hairbrush? What do you think? Or should I just put it in a hat? You know what I mean? Amazing what a baseball cap can do. Just take it like this, give it a little twist, like that. Hey man, I'm ready for the office.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you, Jedi Joy. My wife says I look great. It's kind of like when your mom compliments you. Bum, bum, bum. Can you hear Gloria playing her thing over there? Can you go ask her? Double check. She would know exactly. All right. Ready to rock and roll it.
No, that does not go well.
She doesn't know.
She's not listening to music. She's watching things.
Okay, yeah.
But she got very.
I think that sounds pretty cool. Right on, guys. Thank you, bud. Trigger man. Thank you. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Right on, guys. She took my shirt. Joey, you took my shirt. Joey, you take my shirt? All right, guys. Thank you, by the way, Tristan. Thank you. Very nice of you to say. Very, very nice of you to say. How are you? Where are you from, Tristan? I'm new here, so I'm just getting to know everybody. Triggerman, thanks for the support. Lily, Snoop, happy day, Snoop. Happy day. Yeah, I need to order me some prescription sunglasses so I can start going outside. You know? Here, this way I can look at you guys and read the chat at the same time. How's that sound? Does that sound alright? What's up, chat? Are we all living wild and free? Hold on, give me 30 seconds, guys. Hello. All right. So guys, what's going on? Hi, Tristan. My cat. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tristan. That's sad. Doc Brown, here we go, buddy. Seriously, Rich, have you thought about cutting your hair short? Yeah, sometimes. But then again, why? Yeah, it's a nice day. Ohio. Well, I'm gonna go have myself some breakfast, and I'll come back. We've been on stream for almost. We did a nice 3-hour stream today, guys. Good job. Great job. Yeah, it looks better. Yeah, probably so. Like more of a clean cut, but you see, when I have my Nikon, right, and I got this hair flowing and everything, and I show up, I get noticed. But the hair says, okay, with that Nikon combination, they naturally assume that I must be like some sort of photographer of some sort, you know, and I have some sort of artistic freedom that I don't have to cut my hair short. You know, like you cut your hair short because it looks better when you interview and meet people, right? But if you grow it long, well, it kind of sends a signal like, dude, I don't got anybody, you know what I mean? And so I'm not saying that I need that, but I can't tell you, like a lot of times it has gotten me some good photographs. Like people just gave me some artistic, like an artistic license to cross the line. Like, yeah, sure, man, no problem, go ahead, because you look like you know what you're doing. So it's kind of part of the whole artist gimmick thing when you walk in. Your dad's parents are not sure off top head. Okay, I get it, man. Yeah, like an identity sort of thing. Right. You cut hair because you want to conform, you know, because it looks better, right? Conformity looks better. But man, if you can make something that is non-conform and it looks good, then, you know, shit. I mean, I'm not saying I'm Fabio. I'm not even trying to go for the hair thing. I mean, come on, nobody can compete with Fabio. I mean, that's not even a thing. I'm just thinking like you know, non-conforming and like, okay, hey man, let's figure out a way we're gonna get through life. You know, we're all going over the waterfall eventually. You know, like how are we gonna do it? You know, I prefer it to be all frozen over, and I just ski over it and just do like a nice little 360 and a loop and be like, yeah. But I don't know if I'm gonna get that sort of thing. That's the way I would want to go. I mean, just like let's just. But if it's liquid, you know, we have to kind of deal with it. We're on a boat together. We're just kind of have to kind of get along. We can either get along or fight. Doesn't matter. The boat's still going to go over the falls. You know, you can sit here and say, man, I am so right about immigration. I am so right about Middle East. I am so right about economics. I am so right about this, and you're so wrong. And it's like great. And we sit there and we just listen to that, and then all of us go over the falls together. It really wouldn't matter whether the person was right or wrong. Because, you know, like they say, there's only a couple facts in life. Yeah, time for that, bro. Don't read the chat? Why not? Yeah, okay, listen, let's sum up tomorrow. It looks like the chat's winding down anyways. I hope you guys all have an awesome day. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yo, what's happening, shorty? I know y'all listening now, but dig. There's been a lot of hate going on, so listen up. Let me holler. You might have seen me on the screen, but shorty, you don't know me. When you comment, when you tweet, remember you don't know me. Save all that hating, all that plotting, Jedi, you don't know me. Quit acting like my partner, listen, you don't know me. Don't be a fanboy turned fake, shorty, you don't know me. I ain't stressing just the facts, truth is you don't know me. Yeah, you know they call me Jedi, but you don't know me. You be hating and I see why, cause you don't know me. I think it's time I dropped a life for Jedi who don't know me. Graduated out the cave, I'm a real OG. Took off on our own, built the force that you see. Now they're talking on our name, Jedi, you don't know me. You Gonna make me hit the X with the post-OD. Got the haters in my mention, can't get no sleep. When the truth starts trending, wonder how they gonna eat. Receipts all loaded up with screenshots neat. We can end the speculation, cause today we gonna see what the future of the troll who's been hating on me. I ain't worried about the feds' investigation on me. Don't care, they watch my shows, they just boosting my reach. I'ma keep it flexing, popping long as haters wanna peek. Tell the trolls that I ain't stopping, cause today I'm low-key. Contrary to your beliefs, I'm as real as they can be. Keep your doubts, keep your comments, Jedi, you don't know me. If you see me on the screen, but Jedi, you don't know me. When you comment, when you tweet, remember you don't know me. Save all that hating, all that plotting, Jedi, you don't know me. Quit acting like my partner, Jedi, you don't know me. Don't be a fanboy turn fake, shorty, you don't know me. I ain't stressing, just the facts, truth is you don't know me. Yeah, you know they call me Jedi, but you don't know me. You be hating and I see why, cause you don't know me. Yo, what's happening, shorty? I know y'all listening now, but dig. There's been a lot of hate going on, so listen.